Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, Microscope Beauty. Today we're talking about how to take really great photos without having any of the fancy equipment. So when I talk about equipment, I mean extra lights, external flash, or even a really nice DSLR. I want to teach you guys how to use just a regular cell phone to take really great photos. So it's a little bit more complicated than just having a cell phone and snapping a picture. First of all, you need natural lighting. It is a photographer's best friend. All of these fake lights that are up right now are just to help counteract the fact that it is dark and dreary outside and you can film whenever you want. But natural light is really the best way to get a really high quality, bright photo without having to worry about spending all of that extra money on lighting equipment. So even though I have lots of lighting equipment, I still like to use natural lighting. So what I usually do is go to the window in my bedroom. That's my favorite place to take photographs. And I open up the blinds and just let the natural light come in. And it's usually really good in the afternoon before the sun starts setting because our windows in our bedroom face the west. So it really just depends on where your windows are, what time is best to take photos. You can really just tell by paying attention to it one day what times are the best to use that window for photographs. So now that you found a place with a lot of natural light, you go on to the next step, which is kind of a trade secret for me. So I'm letting things out of the bag a little bit, but I use just a white piece of paper. It's one of those larger presentation boards that you can get from the dollar store. I just lay that down right in front of the window and I have a perfectly white background. So when you see all of those fancy flat lays on those nice clean white surfaces, know for a fact that I'm just using a piece of paper. So it's a super cheap alternative to buying a nice table or having to get that fancy marble table. You can just use a white piece of paper. So now that you have your lighting and your fancy white background, try to lay out your photo in a bunch of different ways. I find that it takes me usually 2 to 3 different layouts to get a photo set up that I really like. So try mixing things around, have props, have a little bin of props. That's my favorite thing to do. I have a specific bin where I just put odds and ends that I think would make really good props for photos. And I just keep that next to me and I trade things in, I switch things out, I try vertical, I try horizontal. Really just mess around with the layout of the photo because you never know what's gonna look best with the products or the things you're trying to photograph. So you figured out your layout, you snap that picture, now what? More often than not, the unedited photo is not the best and you need to do a little bit of editing to get things done. There are a lot of really good free editing softwares out there. Honestly, anything would work. Any editing software that lets you increase blacks and whites is what you need, and it's basically all I do for my photos. So take your photos and insert them into that app that you chose and then increase the blacks just a little bit. Don't go crazy overboard, but bring out those dark, rich blacks and you'll see a huge difference in your photo. I'm showing you guys 2 different photos here. One is unedited, everything seems a little bit hazy, and then the next one has the blacks increased. Everything's a bit bolder, a little bit more pungent. You just kind of see everything clearer. So once you have the blacks darkened, I recommend increasing the whites a little bit. I really like bright white photos with stark color in them. So I increase my whites just a little bit. As you can see here, the original photo and then the photo with the blacks and the whites increased. It just looks completely different. Everything pops a little bit more and it seems just a lot more vibrant and a lot more enticing to look at. All of these things can be done with just your cell phone, a window, and a white piece of paper. It's super easy to do, so don't be afraid of trying some new things and taking really good photos with just your cell phone. Let me know in the comments below what you do to take good photos. Do you have super secret tricks like that white piece of paper that you do that always gets you a good photo every single time? Or if you have any more questions about photography or ways to take really good photos, leave those in the comments and I will address them in future videos or answering your guys' questions down there. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and you found it helpful. And don't forget to subscribe to see more videos from me every single week. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.